Welcome to week 3 of Praises and Paper Folding from First Presbyterian Church in Carson City. I'm Sherry Chenin, and tonight we're going to fold an origami elephant. So let's get started. Praises and Paper Folding is a 16-week video series where we will be learning origami while creating Noah's Ark. Working with many people, we're going to fold Noah, 12 animals, the Ark, and at the very end we want to bring everybody together who's been folding with us to create a humongous rainbow. After that, we're going to ask everybody who has completed a Noah's Ark at home to bring it to the church to display for everyone to enjoy. Well, we're here on week 3 of our Praises and Paper Folding, and we have done some practice ones, and we've made Noah, and this week we're going to make an animal. And I'm here today with Garrett and Avery Olson. So, hi Olsons.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, glad to have you here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping, can Dad be a little help with you today?
I'll try.
You do the main work and see if Dad can help if you have little fiddly bits. Yeah. Well, you know, we're doing, what is this whole thing that we're doing? We're doing a project. What is it?
Praises and Paper Folding.
And what are we making?
We're making animals out of origami and Noah's Ark.
Noah's Ark. We're doing Noah's Ark, right? So, do you like animals? What's your favorite animal?
I like butterflies.
A girl after my own heart. Why do you like butterflies?
Because they're so pretty and they're pretty with patterns on their wings.
For sure. That's nice. Does Dad have a favorite animal?
You know what? I love the cheetah. Just so fast and just looks cool.
They're pretty good. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You know, nobody likes to play games with a cheetah.
That's right. There you go.
This week we're going to make an elephant. I think it's the cutest little elephant ever. He's a lot of fun. So we're going to make this elephant, and what you need is your piece of paper. We have 8x8 paper, and it's just this coffee paper that we've got. And I went ahead and I used a crayon today to color this. And you can, if you can see it well on camera, it's not perfect, but that's okay because animals aren't like a swatch of color you see in the paint store.
No, okay.
So it's kind of fun to do that. So we've got this side colored gray. You can use your crayons, you can use colored pencils. I even, for this one, I used a marker because I had a gray marker. So whatever you want to do to get it colored, just color the one side beforehand and don't try to put any details because you'll mess it up. Today we also have scissors because we're going to make a little cut, and oh, he fell over. And I have a Sharpie because there's a couple of points that I want to show you as we go along. You won't do that at home, but I just want you to be able to see what we're doing a little better on camera. All right, well, we're going to start folding our elephant, and for everybody following along, let's see if you remember how to do a kite base. So, we're going to take our paper and turn it over to the back side. And we start a valley fold by folding it in half both ways and we're going to make valley folds to make the kite base. I'm having a hard time with my words tonight. Valley folds as we start our kite base. So we're going to take this corner and put it to this corner. And remember, you really want to line that up. And once you've done that and made a nice fold, good job. Then we're just going to turn it, and we're going to do the same thing. Right where that fold is, we're going to take this corner and put it to this corner. So at this point, we've got those 4 triangles that come together in the center. Have you got those? That looks really good.
Nice.
Okay, is Dad a good helper so far? All right. Now to make it into a kite fold, we're going to take this edge here and fold it in so it matches right here on this line. So we're going to fold it in half and make sure it matches up with that valley fold you made. Looking good, yeah. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And match that. You doing real good there? Yeah. Okay.
Good job.
Now, it does, doesn't it? We got a kite.
Look at
Let's
that.
go fly. We're going to take the top part of the kite right here and we're going to fold back. So we'll have this straight line here. We're going to, and you can just turn it over to do that. It's the easiest. Just fold that over like that so that you've got this. I'm going to put it this way so you can see it upright. You'll have this open bit here,
Good job.
and it's folded back over here. You got it? Good. You can take yours and put it this way because you're going to want it this way. And I'm going to put mine this way so they can see it a little bit better. Okay? Okay, so now our next fold, this is why I have this. If you look carefully at this paper, all those folds that we make, you're going to see a fold, a mountain fold right here. And you've got a matching one right here. So I just want you to see that, because what you're going to do is you're going to start from here and you're going to, I'm going to use this again, I'll use a dotted line to show you. You're going to fold this back, and this is one of those imprecise things. If you remember from last week, I said most origami you have to be very precise, and then some things you just kind of have to go for it. And so that's what we're going to do here, is but you kind of want them to match a little bit. So we're going to just fold those two back, and that's going to be important because that's going to help the elephant to stand up. So I like to turn it over and then fold on that line. And of course I can see it a little easier. If you really, really wanted to, you could borrow this to help you. You do not need to, but if it helps you to see those, you can. So what I've got right now, so you can stand up like that. So those are folded back. And like I said, you wouldn't really have those drawn in. That's just so everybody can see them. How'd you do? Fantastic, and you did it without drawing them in. Good job. Okay, well, we're midway through our elephant, and so I'm going to ask you another animal-related question. Avery, do you have any pets? No pets. If you could have a pet, what pet would you like to have?
I would like a little puppy,
Yeah, puppies are sweet.
but they get bigger.
They do get, well, depends on the size of dog you get, right? Would you want a puppy that grew up really big or one that stayed small?
One that stayed small.
Yeah, they're cute. Has Dad ever had any dogs or?
You know, I have a toy Pomeranian and a Sheltie.
I had Shelties growing up. They are very
really well done,
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the hair gets long. You know,
It does.
so you have to-
And my dad had a cat.
I did. I grew up with cats also.
Yeah,
So,
me too. I had Shelties and a cat as a kid, and I
yeah.
have a dog and a cat now. Pets are kind of cool. Okay, now we get to do something that we don't get to do in any other piece of origami in this whole series. We get to cut something. So we got our safety scissors. We're ready to go. For everybody at home, I'm going to again draw the line so that you know where to go. What we're basically going to do is we want to, and again, this is one of those just take a shot at it things. We want to come down here kind of low, and we want to draw a line that's pretty much parallel to this, but I've found if it's parallel, of course, means two lines that go in the exact same direction. You've got this line here. I find if you move this one just a little bit this way, it kind of comes out better. So instead of going, okay, I'm going here to here, take it and go like that, if that makes sense. So I'm going to draw that line here. I'm just going to kind of go here and matching one here. And if it's easier for you to draw the line and then cut it, you can do that. Or if you just say, oh, I can cut it, that's fine.
We might need to draw this one.
Once you've, well, either cut it or once you've drawn the line, cut it, you're just gonna cut on that line. And there is, don't try to cut the back of the paper, you're just cutting this flap that comes here. There we go. And then we'll be done with our scissors. We're getting our lines drawn over there. Are you good with scissors, Avery?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Show us how to do it.
That looks good. Good job.
Next one.
Yeah.
Good job.
I wish I was as good with sharp instruments as you are. I kind of fight with them sometimes and they win.
Perfect.
Okay, now, you keep yours facing that way and I'll keep mine facing this way for them to see. What we're going to do, remember I used the word parallel when I talked here and we didn't quite make a parallel line. But now what we're going to do is we're going to end up folding these two. And when we do, we're going to make a line that's parallel to the bottom. So we're going to take this and fold it up like this and out. And what we would like to see, if we can, is that the bottom of this is parallel with the bottom of the paper. And if it's not perfect, it's quite okay. But we're going to do that on both sides, so when you've done that, you'll have opened up kind of a diamond shape. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you see, do you know what part of the elephant this is that we just made?
What do you think?
Trunk?
Not quite.
Trunk?
What do elephants grow that's white and made of ivory?
Ooh.
Tusks.
There you go. These are the tusks, exactly.
Look at that.
Okay.
We have them.
Okay.
I thought I said tusks.
No, you said trunk.
I said the wrong word.
That's okay. I've said the wrong word too, so you're in good company. Okay, now, we're going to take this and we're going to fold it down to the very bottom middle there
Put it down there.
so that the point matches the bottom. Is it beginning to look a little more like an elephant?
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great.
Except it's sticking
It's
out.
starting it now. Do you remember we did the pleat fold? Do you remember that from the first week we did something called a pleat fold? That's okay. A pleat fold's not too difficult to do, but we're gonna do 2 pleat folds because we're gonna make the trunk make a little, try that again. We're going to make the trunk look a little more interesting. Okay? So what we're going to do, and you can, there's a lot on this, it's just kind of pick a spot. This isn't a very precise one. We're just going to pick a spot somewhere kind of towards the top of the trunk and we're going to fold it up.
Okay. See that? Perfect.
And then we're going to fold it back, but we're not going to fold it just back like this. We're going to keep that right there and we're going to fold back a little bit like this. So we make a pleat. If you look at that here, you can see there's a pleat. It's kind of like a Z shape. Isn't that cool? We're going to do the same thing again down lower. So just pick a spot down lower and do the same thing. Fold this up and then fold it back down.
That's a lot.
Is that cool?
Look at that thing.
Okay. Now I hope that you're good with the pleat folds because we have 2 more pleat folds to do. Because we kind of need to make, what's something, we've got, I see big legs, we see tusks and a trunk. What's something else on it?
Big ears.
Big ears, and we haven't got ears yet, so we should probably get some of those on, right? Okay, so probably easiest for this if we turn it over. And we're going to look right here. So we've got the top and the bottom, we have this bit right here. And we're just going to do a pleat fold with that. We're going to, and it's going to be maybe a slightly smaller one. We're going to go back, and then out again. So pleat folds just back and forth. Anybody who's ever made a paper fan, I know that I used to do it when I was in school, when it was hot. So we're just gonna fold back, and then we're gonna fold back on itself again. So that when we look at the front, if you look here, and I'll show you, see how it kind of, yeah, and we're gonna do that on both sides. So we'll just come over here, fold back, and back and forth. That might be a good way to put it. A pleat fold goes back and forth. Now, something else I like to do, this doesn't really show because it's the back, but I think, you know, an elephant should have a tail, so I'm just going to fold that down, and it's also going to help him to balance, I think. Yep.
Maybe a little higher. Go.
Now, we'll decorate these because it's real simple to decorate this. There's one thing missing. Eyes. So I'm going to draw way up here at the top 2 eyes, and I'm going to give this to you, and make sure that you do it up above his trunk. Oh my goodness. Let's put our elephants together.
Here, go ahead, Avery.
Thank you. Oh,
How did you stay up?
there's Noah's 2 elephants, huh? Is that cool?
That's pretty
We have to
cool.
make 2 of every animal, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
good. All right, well, I have one more question for you, and it's not necessarily an animal-related one. It could be, but it might not be. So here's my question. You ready? Big one. Think of all the Bible stories that you know. If you could have been a part of one of them, which one would you have liked to have been a part of?
I think I would be Deborah.
Yeah? Because,
She's a priestess and she helps people to make them do the right decisions.
very, very
Wow.
nice. Wow, that's right.
Yeah.
I would say I'd feel inadequate in my answer to that at this point.
Yeah.
Well done, Avery.
Yeah, good job.
Well, I would like to thank you both for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. What do you
Thank
have to
you.
say?
Thank you, it's the funnest.
Oh, good.
I
I'm
can't
glad.
believe I'm going to see myself on YouTube.
Right? It'll be great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.